welcome to Holy Cross. This is round one of the Peter Mulholland Cup, coming live out of Holy Cross College here in Ryde this morning. It is day two of round one of the NRL Schoolboys Club. And of course, we are honouring the legacy of the most influential talent scout in the game this year. The NRL honours the life and the passion of long-time NRL scout and talent manager Peter Mulholland in a new look, a refreshed 2022 NRL Schoolboys Cup. Great to have your company, Peter Jolly, in the commentary box. It is absolutely blowing a gale here in Ryde this morning for our 11 o'clock kickoff. Whoever will be running right to left will have the almighty gale behind them in the first half of football. Of course, All Saints of Maitland, their coaches are Chris Brennan and Shane Werrett. They're just warming up on the right-hand side of our commentary box here this morning. The team lists are in, so let's go through the home side as they will take to the field here in round one of the Peter Mulholland Cup. At fullback is Cameron Canaan. On the wings is Johanna Watson and also Corey Davison. The 3 and the 4 is Braham and Gabrielle. The 6 is Nasser. The 7 is Latta Lavu. And a very strong forward pack of Marsu, Proven, Marsulo, Cortel, Gray and Jenkins. The interchange bench for Holy Cross Ryde is Gobrin, Murrah, McMahon and Malla. And in jersey number 17, it is Nicholas McMahon. So here they come out onto the field right now, the home side, led out, of course, by Michael Gabrielle. Let's quickly go through their opposition, the All Saints College of Maitland. They look this way. At the back is Mackay Pillage. On the wings is Kane along with Hickson. The 3 and the 4 is Hickling and Head. The 6 and 7, Farrell and Thompson. And the back rowers, the captain, Caleb Garvey, Butler, Tuliatu, Quinn, Green and Martin. Interchange bench for the All Saints College, Alloway, Swinton, Morris. And of course, as I mentioned, their coach is Chris Brennan and Shane Werrett. So we're coming live from the hill on a very blusterous Wednesday here in Sydney. It will be All Saints College of Maitland running left to right on your screen in the first half of football. And we couldn't do this throughout the entire season without the support of the Daily Telegraph. For the third straight year, News Corp will ride shotgun with the NRL throughout the season. So there's the kickoff. And it is All Saints College of Maitland representing the Hunter Valley all throughout Newcastle and up through the Hunter and the Coalfields with first use of the football. And as you can see, that's where they are, right on the 30-metre line. They charge straight there into Marsulo. They work it now from dummy half, back away now from Butler. Good strong forward run here by the away side. They're back over the halfway line. They go for a scoot from dummy half again, picking up good inroads as the last tackle now as the crowd getting behind them here. Back away this time now to Thompson. He puts in the kick over the top. Fielded beautifully over there on the right wing as we see now Holy Cross of Ryde back on their goal line as Maitland, All Saints, well, they've been able to get the football back. So more pressure now. They go from dummy half. This is Butler. He's close. Oh, he's held up. He's held up over the line. So no try to All Saints College of Maitland here. Very windy days. You can probably hear from our special effects mic. But it was only the third tackle, so they're going to get another opportunity here to apply the pressure. And that's exactly what they do. Straight through the middle. There's your first try for Maitland. They lead after only 2 minutes by 4 points to 0 on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. Well, there you go. It was just a big surge from dummy half. And over they went Too big, too strong, and on that occasion, just too good. So the kicking duties now will fall for Mackay Pillage. Very versatile. He's got silky skills. He plays for the Newcastle Knights in the Andrew Johns Cup as well. Mackay Pillage, an absolute gun of a youngster. Big raps on him from the school. Only 17 years of age. Spoke with the coach throughout the week, and pretty much they're an inexperienced squad, All Saints Maitland, but an enthusiastic squad. And of course, Garvey, who made the New South Wales CCC squad, one of the guys that they're really relying on to take a lot of the workload here in this competition. The kick is successful, so it's 6-0 in favour of All Saints College. So that will be a feature of their play today. The boys from the Hunter, we know that they're very strong through the middle. They love getting those quick play the balls away, and they work hard in those, I guess you'd call them effort areas. So we talk about the pendulum in the game of rugby league. Well, that's fallen for Maitland in this opening few minutes. 80% of the possession taken down there this time by Marsu. Now they rock and roll their way up over the halfway line. So just to let everybody know, we're calling from the back of the grandstand here this morning as the crowd from the school filtering up onto the hill. So we're shoulder to shoulder with the school kids up here broadcasting this clash. Reminiscent of what it used to be in the 70s. Not quite the card table, but great atmosphere as the ball goes high into the air. They're going to allow this to bounce, and picked up here by Max Brahman. And he turns defence into attack for Holy Cross, and he's back out towards his own 30-metre line. So this is their first chance to shine with the football. Haven't had much, well, they haven't had any possession, have they, up over the halfway line in this early exchanges. That's all about to shine as Proven works to the right-hand side of the field. Here's the captain in, Gabriel, looking around. He's got support back on the inside. They're going to score. There's the first try for Holy Cross. They love that. Well, their first time inside All Saints' College's red zone, and they've been able to come away with their own 4-pointer. So 6 points to 4 now in favour of All Saints College. That was just beautiful work down that right short side, in and away. Nobody was going to catch him. Blistering pace. So they've been able to bounce back in quick succession. So 2 tries in the space of 5 minutes here. Our coverage, of course, thanks to our great friends at News Corp. Live streaming all the action this year in the Peter Mulholland Cup. We kicked off yesterday with Patrician Fairfield, the brothers. A big win. Over 60 points at Cabramatta against Farah Agricultural High from Tamworth. We just stand by now for the attempt of conversion. So as we know, rugby league is part of the fabric of our communities here in New South Wales. As the crowd just coming through here, they're clapping their way. You can probably hear the claps because that's pretty much the entire school are on their way, and they're excited to be a part of watching Holy Cross go around here today. We'll see the crowd come into it shortly. The school kids, teachers, the officials, the principal, they're all here. We might be able to get a shot actually on the left-hand side. I would say a crowd now, the school up over 1,000. They're coming in here to observe what is and has been for many decades the birthplace of many future stars of the NRL. not just future stars, but they're real leaders of their schools, their communities. And no doubt we'll be able to join with everybody in the rugby league community back at home, wherever you're watching, and giving them the recognition that they deserve over many decades of NRL schoolboy football. As Holy Cross now looking to find their way through the middle corridor. It's generally their tactic. We had a chance to see them train throughout the week. Here's Marsu. They look to tie you through the middle and then execute their moves to the left or the right. But this time the ball's on the ground and All Saints College come away with it. As they come up now the short side, they run straight there into Gray. So that's where we are, right on the 30-metre line. Looking around, there was Hickling on the right. Hickson's on this far right wing. Tuliatu now. The gentle giant, that's what they call him. A metre away from the line. So Butler, a very creative general, back away from Farrell. He goes short. Is that the second try? I think you'll find Ethan Quinn has crashed his way over for All Saints College. And that puts them back to the lead by a further 4. So a topsy-turvy game under very blowy conditions here at Holy Cross. You can probably hear the wind. Might be a little bit of a stretch of the imagination to say cyclonic wind, but just looking at the Daily Telegraph weather wall, 80 kilometres an hour at the moment, absolutely gusty. So the chance now for Mackay Pillage. Creates a lot of chat from the back. He's done that all clash so far. Has the chance to add an extra 2 points. Brought the ball back 12 metres out. About to rip this into the cyclonic winds. It's an absolute beauty. Another 2 points to All Saints College of Maitland. Boys, of course, travel down bright and early this morning. Affiliated with the Maitland Pumpkin Pickers in the Newcastle Tuies Rugby League. Last night, of course, the great moment for the local school. They went down to the Maitland Sports Ground and they were presented their jerseys by the Maitland Pumpkin Pickers. Great initiative there by first grade coach Matt Lantry and the club president in Frank Lawler. But Holy Cross now. Through Marsulo. There's McMahon. Proven, pivotal. This time chiming in the back there was Kanan. They come up now the middle. Solid impact by Ethan Quinn. So big numbers to the left. Proven works it. Ladalavu goes himself. Here's Watson. He's brought down about a metre out as the last tackle. What's their last play option? They're going to spin it back to the right-hand side of the field. Look for the kick. There it goes now off the boot of Proven. Didn't quite make the in-goal area, but he did tremendously well there. A dynamic little hooker. Good kick, good chase, good tackle. Speaking of good tackles, there's another one there as they come off their own 10-metre line. Angus Gray was in the tackle. There's Ladalevu, assisted there by Jaden Jenkins. So All Saints and Maitland, they love to offload the football at will. Good flick ball out the back, wasn't there by Ethan Quinn. Of course, Ethan Quinn is the nephew of Israel Folau. And silky hands, he runs a good line. Look out for him today for the visitors. Look for the kick now. Out inside the 40. Going between fullback and the winger is Cameron Kanar now. Drifting across field. Slaps one in the face. Comes back into Lachlan Hickson. And he wraps him up 10 metres in from that touchline from where we're broadcasting from, high up on the hill. So Watson will play it. Good solid stuff. Gabriel plays it. Here's the lock forward now in Jenkins. He takes play to the halfway line. It's time they're dummying their way inside the 40. So it's the fifth and last now for the Holy Cross. Look for the stab, well, more than a stab kick, finds fullback and the winger. And here's Mackay Pillage. Mackay Pillage, of course, as I mentioned at the top of the show, doing tremendous things throughout the local competition back in the Hunter. Plays for the Newcastle Knights in the Andrew Johns Cup. Around the rib cages. And get that into you. Well, Max Graham, I think you'll find, yeah, it was him with the tackle that's absolutely cracked him in half. He's got back up. That's a great testament of strength. The Hunter boys, the Maitland boys, but they're going to be under the pump here now, as Latalalu has got options either way of the scrum. Which way will he work? He's got Watson on his left wing. They go away from Watson's wing, looking for Davidson out on the right edge, but they find the captain in Gabriel. That's where he's met and brought down right in front of the 30-metre line. Here's Cortell, driven back towards the 30. You can hear the wind coming through our effects mic here. Still gale-like conditions, but it's Holy Cross College looking to come to the left-hand side of the field. Latavlavu offloads it. They're creating a bit of havoc. Couple more left up their sleeve here. Here's Graham waiting patiently in a dummy half. They charge forward now through Gray. But the referee's going to call this one up as Watson was trying to head towards the goal line. And don't forget, our referee today is Callum Richardson. Our touch judges, Aidan Haywood and Matthew Galvin. And we wish all our referees and touch judges and all our officials throughout the Peter Mulholland Cup all the best on their pathways into the NRL system and beyond. I know that is one of the dreams of Callum Richardson, our referee today, is to break his way into the elite level of refereeing. Here's Garvey, one of the biggest out there for All Saints College. They call him the brick with eyes. Just a huge human. He loves to hit everything that moves, doesn't he? Big raps. He played first grade for the almighty Cessnock Goannas. He plays in the Laurie Daly Cup with the Knights. He's the co-captain there as they see the gap through the middle corridor. And here's Martin. Speaking of co-captains, he's from the Knights SG Ball. So that's where they are, right in the middle of the field. 20 metres out, looking for their third try here. Will they get it back to Quinn? Right back on their goal line. They scoot from dummy half. Here's Butler. He's close. Butler's more than close. He's gone over the line for All Saints College. A try for Maitland. They extend their margin, all because of that man, Kynan Butler. Well, what a story. He debuted in this competition last year whilst in year 10. He scored a match-winning try a few last year. He's just that, well, what would you describe him as? Probably a creative general that has been seen at the school. And he shows the vision, they're saying, of Cameron Smith. That's a huge rap, of course, putting pressure on a youngster to say he's like Cameron Smith. But what we've seen today, hasn't he had a blinder? He has been in absolutely everything, and he's got All Saints College going forward when needed. There's a lot of talent coming through Newcastle, that's for sure, especially up around Maitland and the coalfields. And the talent coming out of the Harold Matthews for the Newcastle Knights over many years has been up there, first class. Of course, I know that Adam Bettrich, well known to a lot of our Newcastle fans, is associated now with the Newcastle Knights, doing a tremendous job with the pathways. So we've got a ball game here. Of course, we know that Holy Cross College, they've got a few of their big playmakers out. They dealt a blow right at the end of the pre-season with 3 key players, including their captain in Keenan Laurendos, who was ruled out with a long-term injury. So their depth will certainly be tested here in the competition. As we see a mistake here on the 30. And not just have they had a lot of injuries coming and going here, but we're speaking to their coach, and he said that they've also had a lack of pre-season training. They've had a lot of wet weather to contend with. It's been a real hurdle. So their game plan today is to pretty much change things up. They've got 2 fresh halves on the field in Lata Laivu and Nasser. But it's their chance now to rumble their way back onto the Daily Telegraph scoreboard as they put the foot to the accelerator and take very proud Holy Cross College here at Ryde inside the 10. So they now go forward now through Gabriel. Oh, it's a captain's try. Brilliant. He took his ability across the line, the big dummy, the big fen, and over he goes for a captain's try for Holy Cross College. So that's promising signs for Holy Cross. They haven't been down inside the All Saints College much, have they, in the first half of football? But when they have, they've come up with pretty much back-to-back tries, and they love working that right edge. The edge there of Gabriel and Rory Davidson. So All Saints College, they'll sharpen up in that left corridor. They're not making their tries of conversion easy, are they, for their goal kicker today in Nasser. From right out on the touchline. 2 meters in from touch. Can they convert the captain's try? The wind behind them. He's got the distance, but just lacking a little bit of direction. So no change on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard as All Saints College of Maitland make their way back now to the halfway. Big crowd in here, as I mentioned. They've travelled down in hundreds from All Saints College. The locals here mixing it with the Maitland faithful, the mums and dads. A lot of grandparents here today up on the hill as well. Great family atmosphere here at All Saints College. As the kick. Wow. Paid off for the visitors. They've come up with the mistake in goal here, Holy Cross. So we will have a goal line dropout. Let's see how far they can go. They're going to try the short one. Didn't go 10 metres. Oh, how good was that? The crowd goes up. Well, that's just first class. Kicked it into the breeze and they've got it back. Here's Braham now. Takes plate up towards the 40. Here's Proven. Run straight now into Hickson. They come up the short side now. They put the foot to the pedal. Looking around for options. The options came in. Jaden Jenkins. So it's the fifth and the last. Look for the air raid. Here it comes. The chasers are coming through. Did well. Superb take at the back. You can hear the crowd really causing havoc in our effects, Mike, but almighty play at the back from All Saints College as they look to rumble their way through the middle corridor. One-on-one tackle here. They're trying to get the ball back. Now, the referee in Callum Richardson has said no. He was able to hold on to the footy. Inside the 40 now with the kick. Away from Kanan. This ball's rolling, rolling and rolling, and it's gone into touch. About 10 metres out from the Holy Cross line. Now that kick was inside the 40. So it's going to be a 40-20. What a result for All Saints College. They've come up with an almighty chance off the back of that to put more points on the scoreboard. And that's where they are. A couple of metres away from Holy Cross line. Here's Garvey. The captain will play it. Here's Martin. He's over the line, is he? He's lost the footy. Well done, Holy Cross College. Tremendous effort by the locals as now they're back out towards the 30-metre line. And now we've got a penalty. Going to the home side, a welcome penalty. What a relief. So the decision here is, do they take the tap? Yes, they do. They're not going to test their kicking ability into this almighty gale that's blowing around here. So they're taking the tap and now they're coming forward here through Marsulo. That's where they are, right on their own 40. Good hands there by Proven. Straight now into Butler. There's Proven again. Latalavu does well, doesn't he? Jinking around, offloads the pass and gets the troops marching forward. Here he is again with the football. They work it to the left-hand side, and this is where it's unfortunately come to a halt. Right on the All Saints College's 30-metre line. So a scrum feed will go to the Maitland side. 30 metres out, 20 metres in from touch. So All Saints Maitland, of course, been able to produce, haven't they, some great NRL players over the years. Of course, Hudson Young, who went on to play for the Raiders. Max King from the Bulldogs, Jock Madden from the Tigers, Brodie Jones, and of course Braden Musgrove at the Newcastle Knights in top grade NRL. So they've got a good pedigree behind them. A very strong, talented team. As they see the gap, and the gap closes just as quickly here, right on the 30. So not long before half-time. That's the 20. Good switch. There's the ball on the ground, though. Just couldn't quite hold on to it on that occasion. As the opposition now come away with it on their own 10-metre line, as the tackle counts restarted there by Callum Richardson. I'm just looking around the ground here as we see the home side bringing it off their own 20. Great atmosphere just off camera to the left. We've got half the school in attendance, all coming out here for some fun in the sun. Looking to get their boys back into the contest. Maybe they'll do that now. There's a foot race. Can they go all the way? Incredible try. Kanan has gone 40 metres. Well, we just said, can they come back into the contest? Yes, they can. Brilliant work down the touchline. Brilliant palm, brilliant pace. Try time for Holy Cross, leading into Oranges. And as you could probably see where the crowd was in that corner, the crowd's up. So our apologies if you couldn't quite see it on the screens back at home. Blistering pace by Cameron Kanan. He's gone all the way, and he's put Holy Cross College back into the match. What a contest we're going to have in the second half. So we just stand by now for the kick. Not long on the scoreboard to go. Just to let everybody know, up here in the commentary box, we don't have a television screen, and there isn't a scoreboard here at the ground, so you'll be able to see the scoreboard. We're doing the old manual trick up here in the box. But this is a tight one, and it looks like here Holy Cross, is that Carter Proven going to be taking over the kicking duties? The dangerous number 9, it looks like that's him. Yes, it is indeed. So right on the touchline. We've got a bird's eye view of this one. You can hear the wind. Can he bring it back around? No, he can't. It's a disastrous day for goal kickers, that's for sure. So the siren, it's about to go in the background, folks. In fact, it's gone now. So don't go anywhere. This is the Peter Mulholland Cup, coming live this afternoon from Holy Cross College in Ryde. This game will no doubt go right down to the wire. So we'll take a break and we'll be back for the second half here, the opening week of the Peter Mulholland Cup of 2022. And welcome back, folks. Peter Jolly with you in the commentary box. It is All Saints College of Maitland leading at half-time by 18 points to 14. We've seen some spectacular tries, haven't we, in the first half of football. It's been one end of the field to the other. Rugby league, and it's been a phenomenal 2 days of Peter Mulholland Cup. It all kicked off yesterday, and we were down at Cabramatta, and congratulations to the Fairfield brothers, Patrician brothers, of course, of Fairfield. A big win over Farah. I think it was up over 70 points in the end. Saw more than 10 tries yesterday. And so the equation is here, 18 points to 14. What will happen here as we just wait now for the touch judges and the referee to come back out onto the field? Here they come now. Referee Callum Richardson just leaving the sheds with his touch judges in Aidan Haywood and Matthew Galvin. So it will be Holy Cross with first use of the football in the second half here. All Saints College 18, Ryde 14. So Fletcher Thompson about to get the signal from our referee and Callum Richardson. So our second half is underway. And let's see if this can be a clash that will go right down to the wire. There's plenty of talent from both sides on display here today. So that's where we are, right on the 40-metre line. As All Saints tackling their hearts out in the opening exchanges. There's Proven, waiting a dummy half. Gabrielle now sets it back. Kanan picked up an absolute sensational try, leading into the break. Nasser with a little kick. They kick it again. They chase the football. Gabrielle's coming through, and it looks like he has been able to come up with the goods. A try to Holy Cross in the first minute of the match. Well done. We are locked up at 18 all. 18 all on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. Well, how breathtaking was that? He backed his own ability, went for the line himself, and has stolen the show. Well, what a confidence booster. Only moments into the second half. As Carter Proven just making sure that he's got the footy well placed onto the kicking tee. Cyclonic conditions here in Ryde. Here's the conversion. Looks good. Just to the left-hand side of the post. The Gale ended up taking it to the left-hand side of the post. So no change on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. We're locked up at 18 all here in round one of the Peter Mulholland Cup. The NRL Schoolboys. And isn't it fantastic that this competition is named after the great Peter Mulholland in a refreshed NRL Schoolboys Cup format. It pays tribute to the legacy of the former St Gregory's College teacher, who pretty much became one of the premier talent scouts in the game. And as we all know, had a very proud affinity with the elite Schoolboys competition. Pushed back there in the tackle. There's Miles Martin over the top. This time they fly into Butler. So right on the halfway line here. 18 all. A real nail biter unfolding at Holy Cross. Look for the little chip and chase. They got it back. There's a chance. Oh, they've fallen over. Gabrielle. Well, he was looking for his second try. It might still come. Now Nasser puts in a kick. Nasser will get it back and Nasser will score. What a ripper. Incredible rugby league try in the Peter Mulholland Cup. Well, Nasser, he was taken off the football, got it back, regained it, and has come up with one of the brilliant first round tries of the 2022 Peter Mulholland Cup. And that try has put them to the front by 22 points to 18. Well, how good was that passage of footy? That was incredible. The crowd went up as the wind picks up here. But wow, what a beauty. Dynamite. And now the kick of conversion by the try scorer. Well, haven't we seen some fantastic team tries in the last couple of days? But as far as individual performances go, I think that's got to be the try of the round so far as one-on-one stuff goes. Looking to convert his own try. Can he do it? The crowd will tell the story. It's a beauty. Straight over the dot here, so an extra 2 points to Holy Cross Ryde. They're up by 24 points to 18. So 24 to 18 over All Saints College of Maitland. Of course, Holy Cross Ryde ended up getting the premiership. When was it? Back in 1981. They've been to 6 grand finals, 5 times runners-up. Look at this impact. They rumble their way straight back in there to Miles Martin. So 6 points the margin. Right on their own 30 as they look to cause havoc. As they rumble now over the halfway line. And they've surrendered the footy. Picked up now by Fletcher Thompson. He's come away with it. So a chance now for All Saints College to get good field territory here. Pretty much for the first time in the second half of footy. Right on the halfway line. Tuliatu now. He's aggressive, he's eager. He adds that eagerness, doesn't he, to his physicality, to this huge pack from All Saints College. Here's Garvey, rumbling inside the 10. So a chance now for Maitland. So Butler, they switch it. Ball's popped out, was it touched? Referee has said play on. And I'm pretty sure he's going to play the first knock on here. He does. Plays the first knock on here, so, which was to All Saints College. So we'll have a scrum here. 10 metres out from the Holy Cross College line. Just listen to the gale. It is absolutely wreaking havoc. Not just here today, but right across Sydney, the Illawarra, the Hunter Valley. Ball goes in and Holy Cross runs straight there into Thompson. Assisted there by Garvey as well. So 24 points to 18. They've come back into the clash very well, Holy Cross College. Just short of the halfway line. So Proven works the left. Latalavu sends now another one down the corridor, in and away, down towards the 10. Great tackle there by Pillage. They work it to the right. Long cut-out pass. What a tackle. Tackle wasn't made. It's play on. Can they offload? They do offload. Davison for the line. Try time in the corner for Holy Cross College. Another 4-pointer. It's 28-18 on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. And the kick from right out on the touchline. Well, that was a superb play, wasn't it? Down that right edge, in and away. And then Rory Davison picks up the basketball pass pretty much. And was able to go all the way to score the try in the corner. It now puts them up by a 10-point buffer. The 5/8 now in Nassau. As I mentioned, goal kicker's worst nightmare today. Brought the ball back. 28 metres. The All Saints College goal line. So 2 quick tries. Holy Cross in the second half. It was 18-14 at half-time in favour of Maitland. Nassau from the sideline. And again, just to the left-hand side of the post. So no change on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. 28-18, 10-point ball game here in the opening rounds of our 2022 Peter Mulholland Cup, honouring the legacy of one of our most influential talent scouts that the game has ever seen. And for the 3rd straight year, News Corp are riding shotgun with the NRL throughout the entire season, live streaming all of the action of the Peter Mulholland Cup, which started yesterday, as we see a knock on here on the 20-metre line. So yeah, that's right, all season the live stream will be bringing you all the best of all the schools right throughout the state. And we know that the Peter Mulholland Cup will continue to provide the birthplace of many more NRL careers over many more years to come. Not just are they the future stars of our NRL, they are the leaders of their schools, their communities, and they're deserving the recognition that they deserve. Now, All Saints College, only 10 points in it. Here's Garvey. Tuliatu wants it. Here he comes. Flying onto the footy. He's close. Geez, about a metre out, isn't he? Butler burrows from dummy half and he's got there. Try to Maitland. Well, the gap is closing again. It's 28-22 with a kick to come. And that all came from Butler. Well, as I mentioned, he debuted in this competition last year whilst he was in year 10, scoring that match-winning try. Just a very creative general, plays a lot of football for the Newcastle Knights. He's coming through the Harold Matthews system. And if anyone's going to single-handedly get Maitland back into this, it could well be him. Boys from All Saints College. There's no question that they're going to be in this one. They've been starved of possession, haven't they, down on the other end of the field, and they've been able to turn it on there in spectacular form. So here's Mackay Pilic. Speaking of the Newcastle Knights, a proud member of the Andrew Johns Cup. This to put them back within reach. It's a beauty, straight over the dot. It's 28-24. This is live and exclusive coverage on the Daily Telegraph. A 4-point ball game. We'll just find out how long we've got, perhaps, to go. 15 minutes or so, I'm led to believe. Just letting everybody know that you've probably got the best seat in the house at home watching this unfold. You don't actually have a scoreboard here, but I'm led to believe that you can see the scoreline on your screen at home. And let us know at Daily Telegraph if you'd like to jump onto our Facebook page where you're watching our live and exclusive coverage of this clash unfold. We'd like to be engaging as much as we can this year in the Peter Mulholland Cup. It's all about the players, but it's also about you at home, the fans, the family, the friends, doing a tremendous job. And all the strappers, the trainers, the volunteers that make our game of rugby league what it is today here in Australia. As Thompson looking to send one of his big troops back on the inside. You'll find that was one of the interchange players. Yeah, Trey Morris is on the field now as they kick that towards the sideline and they find the line. 30 metres out from Holy Cross's line. Yeah, Trey Morris, of course, they call him the pocket rocket. Probably one of the smallest members of All Saints College. But what he lacks in size, he makes up with tremendous heart. Loves the tough run, puts his head in places people probably don't put their feet. Look out for him today to shine. Plenty of time to go in this one. Home side leading by 4 points as they look to shift it to the commentary edge. Here they go down the sideline. There's a chase downfield. Davidson collected right on the 20. Here's Proven. So Davis is in the headgear, goes to dummy half, sends it across. Nasser, short, sharp, collective. The foot, the palm, it's all on display here for Kanan before he's been picked up and driven into the ground here. Right on the 10. Gabriel now finding Davidson. He takes them on and he's gone all the way. Pure strength, pure size, pure determination. And that now puts the home side up by 32 points to 24 on the Daily Telegraph scoreboard. Well, I just said in the call, that was just pure strength, grit, determination, pure effort, pure class. And he's just gone all the way. Tremendous work. So that Daily Telegraph scoreboard now showing an 8-point deficit to All Saints College. They're smiling on the hill right now as we look around the ground here. But they know that they can't switch off. They have to go on with it. Holy Cross, of course, coached by Tim White. Rory Davison. Laying down the law as Nasser lines this one up right on the touchline. He's had a few attempts from a similar position. Gee, he gives it one almighty thump, doesn't he? But just to the right-hand side of the post. So score remains 32 points to 24 in favour of the Holy Cross College Ryde. It was 18-14 at half-time in favour of All Saints College. But haven't they come out in blazing form here in the second half? As Holy Cross now coming back up with the footy, and we just got to go through the almighty talent over so many years of NRL schoolboy footy. The likes of Mitchell Moses went on to represent at the Eels. Luke Brooks at the Tigers. Bailey Siridan went across at the Warriors. That's just to name a few. 5 times they've been to the grand final. Well, 6 times actually. 5 runners up and one in 81. As we see the bus being made down the sideline, Dane Davidson puts in the kick. But this time, All Saints College go back away and collect it. But it will result, I'm led to believe, in a goal line dropout here. Looking down from our commentary box, as you can just appreciate, we're calling it from the hill today. We're smack bang on the hill with all the spectators, so bopping heads and everything, which is just what raw emotion is all about, and it's just fantastic to be able to do it from the card table, pretty much. So we just wait now for the recommencement through the goal line dropout. They'll be looking to put this one up into the gale and try and get it back. No, they can't get it back. Wow, Watson, what a take, what a mark, what a beauty. Well, there you go. They thought that they'll hook it up into the air. But who was there? Johnny on the spot. It was big Watson, came down with it, flew high, stormed his way across the white chalk. White line fever. But Jonah Watson. Well, is that the try that's going to seal them the deal? 36-24 now. Thanks to our great mates at the Daily Telegraph. Plenty of stories, plenty of narratives. And I guess we'll look back and, you know, over 40 years of Schoolboys Cup, and we've seen that this is not just about the game, it's also about the fabric of the communities right throughout New South Wales and now into Queensland. And, you know, live streaming is pretty much an important part in this day and age of telling those stories from the grassroots to the elite level of the NRL. Of course, the NRL Schoolboys was for many years on Channel 9. And it was taken over by Fox Sports. But the Daily Telegraph has pretty much resurrected the opportunity for you at home, the fans, to be able to watch our talent of tomorrow. Just waiting now for the goal kick. And News Corp, of course, this is our 3rd straight year of live streaming. Pretty much riding shotgun, partnering up with the NRL. And what an honour, what a legacy, as we said throughout the entire program today, honouring the legacy of one of our most influential talent scouts in the game, the late Peter Mulholland Cup, 2022. former St. Gregory's College teacher. We know that. He went on to become one of the premier talent scouts. One of the best that the game has ever had. Just had that proud affinity, didn't he, Peter, with the elite schoolboys competition. And well done, everybody. And well done to Holy Cross College to claw their way back into this contest when they were down by 18-14 at half-time. They've turned it around. They've turned it around on their head. As the scoreline heads towards 40. There's one try for Maitland in the second half. Garvey. Wow, what do you say about him? The future is bright for the almighty Cessnock Goanna. Plays for the Laurie Daly Cup with the Knights. Co-captain. As that ball goes out the back door here, who wants to go away and scoop it up? Referee is just having a chat over there with his touch judge in Aidan Haywood. But yeah, Caleb Garvey. As I mentioned, the brick with eyes. Just a huge human that loves to hit everything that moves. Big raps on this guy. As I mentioned, a very proud man that pulls on the famous Cessnock Goanna's jersey in the Newcastle Rugby League competition. He's made the New South Wales CCC stateside over the past 2 years. You know, a lot of talent scouts certainly eyeing off Caleb Garvey. Take nothing away from Butler as well. Tuliatu's been strong. That pass has gone forward there to Rory Davison. Pillage has been strong at the back for All Saints College as well. Provided a lot of versatility, plenty of silky skills. Farrell and Thompson, well, they'll only get better, won't they? The 6 and the 7. Farrell, we've seen today, a very traditional style of a halfback. Very good organiser. Along with Fletcher Thompson. Very pacey, isn't he? He's very creative. He's also out of the Newcastle Knights SG Ball representative side. Here's Tuliatu now. Well, he just adds eagerness and aggressiveness to his physicality, to this huge forward pack from All Saints College, along with Quinn and Green and Miles Martin, of course. Number 13, co-captain, Knights SG Ball player. He signed on from Parramatta. The last tackle here, as they are up quickly here on All Saints College, and that only means one thing here. Let's just keep an eye on our referee here. There's a bit of a scuffle taking place here in the middle of the ground, but it will be a changeover, and Holy Cross will come away with the football off their own 20-metre line. But well done to Chris Brennan and Shane Werrett from All Saints College as well, getting this team together, and only the opening week of the competition. That's what it's all about. When you come from Maitland, Pumpkin Picker Town, you can hit hard, but credit also to everybody in and around the Knights to get All Saints College where they are in 2022. Same as Holy Cross College as well. Been to the grand final on 6 occasions, and take nothing away from Timmy White. He said to us throughout the week they've, pretty much dealt a tough blow right at the end of the pre-season with 3 key players, including their Their captain in Keenan ruled out with long-term injury. So they've tested their depth. And they've come good here today. They've had all the elements of the weather and everything as the kick goes in towards the in-goal area. And it goes over the dead ball line. So we said to us today coming into this game that he has to change up their game plan a lot. He was trialling 2 fresh halves on the field, and so what he's basically trying to say is that they've had pretty limited coaching and limited training going into this one, but he wanted his team to go out today and just play footy. And they have done exactly that. Here's Garvey. Takes it to the 40. Tuliatu again. So that's where they are, right on the 40 of Holy Cross. Now getting their way inside the 20. They're going to score here, are they? Inside the 10, the big step, the big palm. Where's the support? Now they go for the line and they've got there. Well, that was incredible. Referee, oh no, he hasn't got there. It's held up. It's even more incredible. Well, that was quite something to watch as that was unfolding before our very own eyes up here on the hill. And you can hear from the crowd here. Did well there, Holy Cross, to hold them up. The danger not gone, though. As Butler worked to the left. Thompson, short ball. Now there's the kick, and it's been taken over the dead ball line by Holy Cross College. So it should be a goal line dropout. There's not long left on the clock. The siren about to go any minute now. There it is. The siren has gone in the background. And what a comeback story for Holy Cross Ryde. They were down by 18 points to 14 at half-time. But credit to them, credit to their coaching staff, Timmy White and the boys. They've dug deep in the second half, and they've come away with the match over All Saints College of Maitland. Well, folks, that brings our first round of the competition to a close. We'll be back next week. Big games of Peter Mulholland Cup coming your way right throughout the week. On behalf of everybody here at the Daily Telegraph, we thank you for your contribution. We thank you for watching. But Holy Cross, it is their day today in the Peter Mulholland Cup. Bye for now.